Hi everyone, how are you my dear children? Hope you all are fine and taking care of yourself, relaxing, enjoying your life, but doing studies also. This much I can expect from you people. Okay, you are very smart. Okay, so in my last lecture we have discussed the variation of acceleration due to gravity in different position. Okay, and also can you people tell me from that where your acceleration due to gravity, that small g, is maximum? Quick, where g will be maximum? I have already told Earth. Okay, so suppose this is your object. When you are going up, g is decreasing. When you are coming inside the Earth also, g is decreasing. And at the center, this is your center, here g is equal to 0 and maximum at the surface, children. So g is maximum on the surface of the Earth. This thing I have already discussed. So with altitude how g is varying. Even we have discussed also on pole. At pole what will happen? G is maximum, Gp at pole. So acceleration due to gravity at pole is maximum because r is minimum over there, and at equator it is minimum, children. Okay, this thing we have discussed in my last lecture. So today, as you can see, we are going to discuss numericals. 2-3 numericals I will try to solve, and you people please solve. Even equation of motion also, and certain points to remember. Okay, that also I have discussed in my last lecture. Now let us see first question, children. First question, a ball is thrown vertically upward. A ball is thrown vertically upward. This is your ball. Okay, a ball is thrown vertically upward with a velocity of 49 meter per second. Velocity is given 49 meter per second. Okay, what you have to calculate? You have to calculate the maximum height to which it rises. You have to calculate the maximum height to which this ball rises, and second part, you have to calculate the total time it takes to return to the surface of the Earth. Total time taken. You have to calculate, again I am repeating, you have to calculate the total time the ball takes to return to the surface of the Earth. What does it mean? Ball is going up now, maximum height, again coming down. This total time we have to calculate. Okay, so let us start with a solution. So first we will calculate the maximum height. Tell me what is the initial velocity? 49. Initial velocity is 49 meter per second, children. It is given in the question. So suppose it is this point, I can name it as A. It reached, this is your maximum height ball can reach. So tell me what is the velocity at maximum height? Everything we have discussed. So at A, V will be 0. At maximum height, V is 0. This is at A, children. Clear? Okay. And what is G? 9.8. G is equal to 9.8 meter per second square. Tell me whether I will put plus or minus sign for G. I have already told, when you are throwing up means you are working against the gravity. Gravity is downwards. That means this is your negative. Clear, children? So what you have to find out? Maximum height. That means h you have to find out. Which formula you will use? Which equation motion you will use? Easy. We will use v square minus u square is equal to 2gh. So v square minus u square is equal to 2gh. Okay. What is v square? 0. V square is 0 now. What is minus u square? That means minus 49 minus u square. So minus 49 square, 2 into 9.8 into h. So what is your h now? What is your age, children? Am I doing correct? I don't think so. Please tell me where I am going wrong. Please, children, tell me where I am going wrong. Can you people tell me? Here there has to be a minus sign because it is going up. Okay? Let me change now. Let me change. Hope you have understood the problem. So it will be V square is equal to U square minus 2GH. Okay, so V square minus U square is equal to 2GH. Here I am writing like this. V square is equal to U square minus 2GH. So here it is 0. This is your 49 square. And this is minus 2 into what? 9.8 into H. So what is your H now? H is equal to how much? This, take this thing to this side. So H is equal to 49 square divided by 2 into 9.8. Simple mathematics, simple calculation. So it will come around 122.5 meter, children. So you got this answer, 122.5 meter, maximum height you got now. So this ball raised to the height of 122.5. If any calculation mistake, please let me know, I don't know. Just calculate, children. This part clear? Now we'll come to the total time. Okay? How to calculate total time? Children, one thing. While going up, the time taken, you can tell ki the time taken is time of ascent. While going up, that is time of ascent. When ball is coming down, that is time of descent. Clear? So this is your ascent, and while coming down, you will tell that this is your descent. So what is the total time taken? So total time taken is equal to total time taken by the ball to return to the ground is equal to time of ascent plus time of descent. Clear? Okay. So now first we will calculate time of ascent. How to calculate time of ascent? How to calculate? We have to calculate time of ascent. For that, which equation of motion you will use? V is equal to U plus AT. Okay. That means here V is equal to U plus GT, because you know V, you know your G, you know U. So all the info you have. So you can easily use V is equal to U minus GT. Okay, going up. That's why minus G. T, in place of T you can write this. So what is this now? This is your 0. What is U? 49. What is G? 9.8 into TA. So what is your TA now? Can you people find out? Okay, 49 by 9.8. So this is simply 0.5 second. Okay, 0.5 second or simply 5 second, children. Please tell me. I know what I am doing. It is simply 5 seconds, children. I am just trying to check whether you people are focused or not. 9.8 into 10. So 98. 14. 490. 490 divided by 98. Okay. So 5 seconds. So this is your time of ascent. Tell me what is the time of descent, children? Can you people guess what is the time of descent? Can you calculate? Without calculation, can you people tell me what is the time of descent, children? Last lecture I have told both the time taken will be same. So simply your TD is equal to, what is your TD? TD is also 5 seconds. So total time taken also you can write 5 plus 5, that is your 10 seconds, children. So this answer will be 10 seconds. Hope I am clear with this formula. Hope I am clear with this. Okay. If at all you don't want to do this, I don't want to use. This is actually smart. because time of ascent is equal to time of descent. But still, if you want to calculate time of descent, which formula children you will use? Any guesses? Which formula you will use? Any guesses? Which equation of motion you are going to use for TD? Which formula? Because here now you know H. So simple. TD, H is equal to UT plus half G T D square. Clear? H you know 122.5. Now tell me children, here I have written plus. Why plus? Because it is coming down. Returning means coming down. So your G will be plus. Already I have told in my last lecture. So U is 0. Initial is 0 obviously. Okay, because it is coming down at highest point velocity is 0. So initial velocity will be 0. And half 9.8 TD square. Now from this you can calculate your TD and you are going to get the same value. Clear children? Okay. We'll move to our next numerical. Easy. This is very easy. What is the next numerical children? A ball is thrown vertically upward with an initial velocity of 40 meters per second. Again ball is throwing up with 40 meters per second. Thrown vertically up with 40 meters per second. What you have to find out? Find out the maximum height. Again you have to find out the maximum height. This is easy now. You can calculate the maximum height. Already we have done. Okay. Next part, what you have to calculate? The net displacement. You have to calculate the net displacement. Variety in question. Okay. Now third what we have to calculate? The total distance covered by the ball. You have to calculate the total distance. What is total distance? That means ball is going up, reaching maximum height, again coming down. So what is the distance covered by the ball? You have to calculate this. And here, to make your life easy, that means calculation easy, G is given 10 meters per second square. Tell me children how to do. This is very easy. Everything is almost given and maximum height. Just now we have seen how to calculate the maximum height. That means U is given 40 meters per second. 40 meters per second. Okay. G is given 10 meters per second square. Clear? Your at maximum height B is equal to 0. Clear? And this is your maximum height. At over here B is equal to 0. You have to find out your H. How to find out H? Which formula? Again same formula. B square is equal to U square minus 2GH. But calculation is very easy this time because G is 10. So here again 0. You have to put all the implication. This thing you know. Okay. What is U? 40 square minus 2 into 10 into H. So what is your H finally children? Take this thing to this side. So H will be 40 square divided by, because this minus, when you will take this to this side, it will become plus. So 2 into 10. Now calculate 40 into 40 by 2 into 10. So how much? It will come around 80 meter. So first part is clear. 80 meter. Answer is 80 meter. Clear? Now tell me what is the total distance. First we will go to this total distance. So total distance means going 80 meter, reach the maximum height, again coming down. That means another 80 meter is traveling. So what is this is your first bit. Okay, this is your first bit. What is the third bit? Total distance. So total distance is equal to how much? 80 plus 80 children. 80 meter plus 80 meter. So it is 160 meter. So this is now 160 meter. Hope I am clear. Now tell me what is the net displacement, children. Tell me what will be your net displacement. Can I rub this 1 and 3 answer? Okay. Tell me what is your net displacement. What is displacement? Displacement is final position. Displacement is final position minus initial position. Final position minus initial position, children. Okay. So final position minus initial position. So final position, ball has started throwing up, reached over here and coming down. So this is your final position. What is the initial position? You have started from here only, na? Again ball is coming down. So that means where you have started, it reached again at the same point. So your displacement is 0. Clear? Hope I am clear. Hope I am clear. Okay, easy. Now we are moving to the last question. Little bit of lengthy question. Let's see how we can solve. This is your last question, children. A stone is allowed to fall from the top of a tower. Suppose this is your tower now. Okay. One stone is allowed to fall from the top of a tower. Tower height is given 100 meter. Okay. This is your tower, children. And at the same time, when it is falling down, at the same time, another stone is projected. Projected means going up. Projected vertically upwards. Projected means it is going like this. So projected vertically upward. That means suppose this is your stone 1. So another stone. This is, you can make it stone 2. It is going up. Okay. From the ground, this velocity is given. This stone velocity is given. What is the velocity it is given? It is given 25 meter per second. Okay. Now what you have to calculate? You have to calculate when and where the two stones will meet. When and where. At what time they will meet, because it is coming down, it is going up, and at what place they will meet each other. G you have to calculate 10 meter per second square. Okay, how to do? Can I start, children? If you want to try, you can pause the video and you can solve. Otherwise, just follow. I will still suggest pause video and try to solve. If you are not getting, you can do it like this. For stone 1, tell me what is your age. Suppose it is reaching at this point. Take it as A here. Suppose both the stones meet at A. Okay. Let this height from the top is X. Then what is the height from the ground? It is 100 minus X. Hope I am clear. Because total height is 100. So this is X. So both the stones meet X distance from the top or 100 minus X distance from ground. Okay. So for stone 1, what is the height now? It will come up to this. So height is X now. What is U? U is equal to 0. Okay. Let the time taken to reach A is T, children. So which formula you will use? H is equal to UT plus half GT square. Clear, children? Half GT square coming down plus half GT square. So that means you will write X is equal to, this is your 0, U is 0, half GT square. Half means half into 10 into T square. So how much it is? It is X is equal to 5 T square. So this is your first equation. Okay. Now for stone 2. For stone 2. This is for stone 1. Okay. So for stone 2, what is your h now? H will be how much? 100 minus x. 100 minus x. What is u now? Given. U is given 25 meter per second. G is also given 10 meter per second square. So now again use the same formula, h is equal to ut plus half gt square. But here it will not be plus, it will be minus because it is going up. Okay. So h is equal to ut minus half gt square. Okay. What is your h now? H will be 100 minus x. Okay. And t is same, going up and down. So it will be 25t. It will be 25t minus g is 10 2. So 5t square. Clear, children? Okay. Okay. So from here what we can write? X is equal to how much? X is equal to how much? Take the x to that side. So x will be positive. So x is equal to, this thing will come to this side. So 5t square minus 25t, okay, plus 100. Is it clear? So this is your second equation. See both the equation, left hand side is equal, x and x. So can we equate these two equation? Then we can get your time and x. Okay. So now from this, see the equation 1, let me write over here so you will not get confused. Let it be like this, x is equal to 5t square and second equation is x is equal to 5t square minus 25t. Is it visible, children? Is it visible, both the equations? So this is equation 1 and this is your equation 2. Let me erase all those things so that I can calculate. Now since left hand side are equal in both the equation, we can equate the right hand side also. Okay. So what we will do? 5t square from equation 1 and 2 will get 5t square minus 25t plus 100. It's clear? 5t square cancelled. So what is your t now? So 25t is equal to how much? 100. So what is your t? 100 by 25, that is equal to 4 seconds. Now you got your time. That means after 4 seconds they both will meet. But where they will meet, you have to calculate. So where they will meet, let us try to find out x. So this is the easiest one. Okay. So what I will do, x is equal to 5t square. From equation, put the t values in equation 1. What you will get, x is equal to 5 into t square. Into t square means, let me erase this also. Not required right now because it will make it clean. Okay. So x is equal to, this is your 100 meter question is given. So x is equal to 5t square. 5t square means 4 square. So 4 square 16. 16 into 5 how much? 80. Okay. That means when this stone will cover 80 meter from its initial journey from this, then they will meet, or we can calculate like this way, 100 minus x. So this distance from the ground, what is the distance? A is at 100 minus x. So 100 minus x will be 100 minus 80. So 20 meter. Clear, children? So what we will write? Stones, both the stones will meet at a height of 20 meter from the ground or above the ground. Okay, after 4 seconds. Hope I am clear with this. I'll repeat. What is the answer finally you will write? Both the stones will meet at a height of 20 meter above the ground after 4 seconds. Clear, children? Okay. So for today this much. Okay, try to solve more numericals. If any doubt, please leave a comment so that I can clear your doubts, children. Clear? Okay. So in my next lecture, we are going to study weight and mass. Okay. Again, very small concept but beautiful concept. Hope I have helped you in some way in understanding the concept or in applying the theory and the information how to apply in numericals. Clear, children? Okay. Please take care, children. Do well. Okay. And if you like this video, please leave a comment. Always it will boost my moral. It will encourage me to work hard. Okay, children? Okay. Take care, children. Thank you for watching.